Lake Naivasha's water levels have been rising for about a decade, but that has accelerated in recent months. Homes and shops around its shores now sit beneath the water, with roads no longer traceable. For 16 years, Rose Wafula has lived and farmed close to Lake Naivasha, but the rising waters have displaced her, and she fears it's only a matter of time before her new refuge, a classroom in a privately owned school, gets entirely swallowed up.
The owner of the school allowed us to stay here. We've been here for a month. There are many challenges. First, there is no power. Electricity has been shut off. Then there's the risk of wildlife while wading through the water. The other is shortage of food because we depended on farming. When we get money, we have to go to the shop and buy things at once to avoid wading in the water many times. There is also the risk of waterborne diseases that would be expensive to treat.
Rose lives in Kihoto, one of the worst affected suburbs near the lake. She is among the more than 5,000 people forced from their homes. In the neighborhood, boats now travel where roads once passed. Locals point to rooftops and the tops of walls to show where their homes once stood. Those who can salvage what they can have to wade through waist-deep waters to do that. Many of the displaced are desperate to know just what's happening.
We measure the level of the water with the amount of water flowing in the rivers. But based on how the water is rising and how the rivers are flowing, they don't match. We don't think it's the rain. We don't understand it at all.
One university professor has been studying these latest changes and thinks climate pressure is causing the lake to rise.
If we are having enhanced rainfall, then it's a climate change phenomenon. If we are having rainfall outside the season, it's a climate change phenomenon. If we are having storms of rainfall that are not cannot be explained, like we had on the 1st of this month, then it is a climate change phenomenon. Climate change phenomenon presents itself in irregular rainfall patterns and the episodes that are exceptional.
Other scientists say human activities have led to the sharp rise in the lake's levels. Cutting down trees, farming and building too close to the lake can lead to soil sediments being washed into the water. They also say climate-related factors play a significant role.
Meteorological factors are a key driver of the water or the lake water level rises, because during those high tide, when you have those positive phases of the sea surface temperatures like the El Nino, the Indian Ocean dipole, where when they are in the positive, then they cause enhanced rains, and these enhanced rains cause a lot of water runoff which runs into the rivers, and then this of course leads to the rises in the water levels in the Rift Valley lakes.
The pattern is not limited to Lake Naivasha. Similar increases in water levels are being seen across the Rift Valley, including in Lakes Baringo, Nakuru and Turkana. In some areas, the floods have swallowed hotels and even sewer systems, contaminating water sources and raising fears of outbreaks of cholera, malaria and other waterborne diseases. As communities continue to rebuild and relocate, residents say they need help urgently. Meanwhile, the long-term cause of the Rift Valley's rising lakes remain uncertain. As scientists desperately try to find out what's happening, locals can only seek refuge in safer and higher grounds, while hoping that the waters recede soon enough so that they can go back to their ancestral homes. Caroline B., CGTN.